Well, hello and welcome to all of our Gold viewers who are here with us today. I'm Kristen Schwartz, licensed midwife and one of the MCs here at Gold. And here at Gold, we are very excited because we're getting ready for our Gold Lactation online conference of 2024. And with me today is one of our speakers, Rocio Zunini. Hi, Rocio.
Hello, Christine.
It's wonderful to have you here today. You have a very exciting presentation titled How Parents Regulate Their Baby's Nervous System, Biobehavioral Synchrony in Lactation. Oh, that sounds absolutely fascinating. And I can't wait to talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. But Rocio, tell us first of all, where in the world are you?
I live in Spain.
Beautiful. So tell us a little bit about your background. You are a researcher, right? Tell us a bit a bit about your work.
So currently I dedicate to supporting families, and educating professionals about parental brain science. And this includes biobehavioral synchrony and lactation. And so prior to this, I was a neuroscientist doing research in an academic lab. What got me into it was neuroplasticity. I was extremely fascinated by this topic as an undergrad, and I said, I need to go deeper into this. What can I do with this? And I saw, I can actually research the brain. So I got like that into neuroscience, got my PhD. Then I became a mother, and I was like, whoa, what is happening to my brain? So it turns out this is one of the biggest neuroplasticity opportunities in our lives. And so I got very interested in it. And, just for me, I started to do literature reviews and everything. Then I decided, well, I think this is something people need to know about. And so this is what I'm doing now. I communicate the science about it.
Oh, that sounds fascinating. And yeah, neuroplasticity is such a fascinating topic, and there is so much going on, especially in the time of pregnancy, lactation, obviously for the parent too, right? And the baby, of course, once the baby is born, there is a lot going on in development in baby's brain, of course. So this is fascinating. So let me ask you this. So what is actually this is part of your title, what is actually biobehavioral synchrony in the context of lactation? How do we understand that?
So biobehavioral synchrony really is when mother and baby synchronize. And it's called biobehavioral because the behavior are synchronized, like gaze and touch. And when this happens, actually their biology synchronizes too, like same hormonal levels, heart rates are similar. And then it turns out that this then regulates the baby. It helps with neurodevelopment, with the development of the stress system. And so lactation is one way that we can synchronize with our baby, right? And so, yeah, there is some research coming out now about biobehavioral synchrony and lactation, which I will be sharing with everyone at the conference.
That is absolutely fascinating. New research on that topic. I can't wait for that to learn really what is out there with regards to research, where we are. I feel like, do you feel like we're just, to me at least, I'm not a researcher, so I wouldn't know the answer to that, but it feels like we just scratched the surface a little bit with research, right? I feel like there will be much more to come, or what do you think, Rocio?
Oh, yes. Well, biobehavioral synchrony in general has been studied longitudinally by some group of researchers, but in terms of lactation per se, there are very few studies. It's like you say, it's just starting, and just now, like some came up, like there's like a study that came out like this year or something that I'll be talking about, for example. So yeah, it's like very new research when it comes to understanding lactation within the context of biobehavioral synchrony.
Absolutely fascinating. And let me ask you this, because many of us know that, like, for example, skin to skin and lactation, the gazing and so on, there's a lot of oxytocin that is being released. How does that tie in with the biobehavioral synchrony? How does that all come together?
Well, that's actually it's like the hormone that is the base for biobehavioral synchrony, right? It's like they go together. It's like the trigger for it. It's like both, one doesn't happen without the other. So I will be talking to a lot about like oxytocin, the role of it, and like what role it plays in biobehavioral synchrony.
Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. When you did your research, was there something that surprised you that, maybe some things you thought, oh yeah, I was expecting that, but was there anything in the research you looked at and conducted yourself where you thought like, whoa, I did not see that coming? Was there any time you thought that?
Well, in terms of like being like part of biobehavioral synchrony, I was like, well, I kind of already knew as a mother,
Mhm.
having breastfed my two kids. It's like, when you do this, there is something to it that is very bonding, and it's hard to explain with words.
Mhm.
And so I wasn't like super extremely surprised, but I was like, oh, like it's almost like it's giving this intuition that you had, like now it's supported by research.
Yes, yes. Oh, I love that because now you have, so to speak, the ammunition, right? If you wanted to go to saying like, this is why this is so important. This is not just, yeah, we can't just say, oh, let's give the baby formula because it's the same thing. No, there is so much going on. And here is the research, not just for nutrition, but also the development of the brain, what's going on there, right? So what you said, it makes absolutely a lot of sense, your intuition, and now you have the research backing it up. And so now we can go back and say to other healthcare providers and educate families, oh, look at this. Here is the research. This is why this is so important.
Absolutely. And parents love it when you say it. It's like they feel so much more confident because like I said, it's like we feel these things, but then when we talk about the research, they're like, oh, okay, so now I can relax and I know what I'm doing.
Absolutely fantastic. So before I let you go, Rocio, tell us a little bit what you hope our viewers will take away from your presentation here.
Oh, I just hope that they can take home the message that, it's very important as professionals that we support the development of our behavioral synchrony in parents. So they really support nurturing their babies. So there's no bad habits, and that we really don't ever follow that type of narrative, but rather this, like, there is something so important that we had to support in parents for them to be with the baby, to cuddle with the baby, to so that the synchrony will just flourish.
Synchrony just flourishes. I love that. I love how you worded that. Absolutely. Well, Rocio, it was so nice having you here today and chatting with you about your upcoming presentation. I'm so excited for it. I can't wait.
Thank you for having me.
And now some information for our viewers. If you are excited about this presentation titled How Parents Regulate Their Baby's Nervous System, Biobehavioral Synchrony in Lactation, and all the other fantastic presentations that we have lined up for this lactation online conference of 2024, we invite you to go to goldlactation.com to find all the information there. Don't forget, we have our opening keynote that is just around the corner. It's open access and free and available to everyone on April 2nd. And you can find more information on the website as well. And all the presentations are, of course, recorded. So if you cannot be there live, there will be the recording waiting for you to watch at a time that's convenient. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see everyone at the conference. Bye bye, everyone.